Hey guys, good morning. So I already put makeup on, but I don't know if you guys can see. This eye is normal, this eye is puffy, and if you can tell, there's already makeup on it, but it's a little red. I think I have a bug bite on my eyelid. It's a little red and puffy and it's very itchy. I don't know if it's a bug bite, it could be something else, but it's very itchy, it's red, and it's swollen. I don't know. Wow, that was a freaking mission. Okay guys, sorry, that took me forever to mount. Okay, it is essentially 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna be at work really late today. What happened, long story short, is I didn't know what the hell I was doing this morning. I didn't know what I needed, forgot what I needed, almost forgot my badges, almost forgot my laptop. I had stuff everywhere, so I had to like pack everything. It was pretty insane actually, so I'm so not used to this. It's interesting to say the least, and I almost feel a sense of anxiety, like I don't want to go back to work. Like I'm literally dreading going back to work. Oh, there goes our fences. So the fencing people came in this morning at around 8. Technically, if I had my bag packed, my badge ready, I would have left around 8. But I like didn't know what to do. I seriously like sat there confused, like what am I doing? What am I forgetting? What do I need? Like I'm so out of practice that like I had no idea what I needed for work. And even now I'm still a little dumbfounded. Like I feel so out of body. Because when I left, we were still in the middle of moving and everything was so crazy, and then now I'm in this house and it's unfamiliar territory. I don't know where anything is. I feel so out of place. Like, you know, typically when you go on a long trip, you come home and everything's normal and it's back to usual, and that is not the case here. It's so different, and like I don't even know how to explain it. I'm so like at a loss. I'm confused, and I felt so overwhelmed yesterday trying to figure out what to do that like I started like 8 different things and then didn't finish anything. Like that's how jacked up I am. Like I'd start cleaning in one area and then I'd see something else, I'd start over there and then I'd forget the other area, and then I'd start doing another area, and then by the time my husband got home, he's like, why is this box open? What's this? What were you doing here? What was this? And like I didn't finish anything. So there's like half-done projects and I feel like super ADD right now. My camera battery died last night, so I didn't even get to show you the mini meatloaves, but they turned out really good. I was very happy with them. I think they turned out great. I think I would have liked a little bit more seasoning in the actual meatloaf itself, but the sauce on top was really good that it just counterbalanced it, so it worked out. Hey guys, so I am now leaving work. It's like 6:20. It's funny because the last time I left work, I was like, I'm gonna go to the new house, because at the time we weren't moved in yet. So it's kind of funny to get off of work for the first time here back in Florida, and I'm not going to the new house or going to the old house. I'm just going home. It's a really odd feeling because technically I've owned my home for 2 weeks now, but I haven't been there to enjoy it. So this is like literally the first time that I'm like, hey, let's go home. And it's not new or old, it's just home, because there is no new, there is no old. So, well, I mean there is new and old, but there's no rental or secondary property, so it's really cool. So let's mount you guys up and drive home and let you know what's going on at work. So boom. I do like this mount. I need to clean it. Dizzy got dog hair all over it the other day when I took them to the vet. She literally like looked at it and then rubbed her body all over it, and it like pulled tons of dog hair. So now there's like dog hair stuck to it. So I'm super sorry about that, but it is what it is, and that's Dizzy for you. Anyway, whew. So I'm off of work. It's 6:20, and I look forward to going home. I think I'm gonna work out. I haven't worked out in a while, and it's funny because I packed gym clothes with me when I went to Virginia, and I didn't work out until the Saturday before I left, and I left that Sunday. So it's like, man, I was there for 2 weeks and like didn't do anything. How crappy. But you know, we were all pretty busy, and I was spending a lot of time with Bethany, and so finding time to work out really wasn't in the schedule. But Saturday, she was already gone because she flew out Saturday morning, so then I had like free time by myself. So I was like, you know what, I'll work out. And I ended up jogging for 30 minutes. I don't jog the entire time. I do like 5 minutes walking, 3 minutes jogging, 2 minutes fast jog, run. Typically at this hour I would be so hungry that I don't want to work, like I just want to eat. But I got like so crazy hungry, I started like rummaging through my own desk to see what I had, and I had like old Jello cups. They're not old, they weren't expired or anything, but they were like those Jello cups where they've got fruit in it, and it was orange Jello with mandarin oranges in it, and I ate one when I first bought it and I hated it. So the other 3 have been sitting in my drawer, but I didn't throw them away and nobody else wanted them at work. Well, they've been sitting there. I ended up eating 2, like back to back, like uncontrollable. I was so hungry, I just tore through them. And then I had a Special K protein meal replacement bar, and I ate that too because I was still really hungry after eating those 2 cups. I could have eaten the 3rd, but I opted not to. So you know, it is what it is. I'm like out of breath. So funny story, not really funny. I'm feeling really sick, and I think I've been feeling really sick since last Monday when I got sick on the barge. I felt nonstop rocking. I know I've mentioned this before. Well, I still feel nonstop rocking. Like while I'm driving, I don't notice it. While I'm walking and moving, I don't notice it. But when I sit down and I'm not doing anything, I really feel the effects. And I was sitting in a meeting and it came on so strong. I actually had to get up and make some stupid excuse, I don't remember what it was, just to go walk around because I was ready to throw up. I was so dizzy. I literally felt like I had a hangover mixed with like spinning on the teacups at Disney World. Like I felt crazy sick, and I was like, oh my god, like I am seriously about to throw up. I just got up so fast and just started walking to kind of like, I don't know, negate the effects of spinning. I have no idea, but it was just so bad. And I googled it, and it turns out that people who get motion sickness, especially people who are really bad about motion sickness, you can actually feel the effects for 1 to 2 weeks after you've stopped moving. And since I spent 2 weeks on a barge, not like 2 weeks completely without stop, of course we left, went to the hotel and stuff, but even when I was in my hotel room, I'd feel really, really sick, and I just didn't do anything about it. I just lay down, closed my eyes, and hope it went away. It typically didn't, but you know, it is what it is. And I thought, okay, maybe once I got home I'd get better. No, I felt sick this weekend, I felt sick yesterday, and then I felt really, really sick again today. And you know, I posted on my personal Facebook like, oh my god, help me, this is like so bad. And people said, you know, it's common for people to have motion sickness days or even weeks after something like that, especially for me who's so sensitive. But at the same time, like other people were making really funny comments like, oh, maybe you're preggers, like maybe you're prego, that's why you're gonna like, you feel like puking and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not pregnant. First and foremost, I just ended my period. TMI, I'm sorry. Definitely not that, and I do get motion sickness really bad. I get it on planes, sometimes, not usually, unless it's a small plane, then I will intentionally knock myself out. I will take something, like I'll drink alcohol, or I will take a sleeping pill, or I will take like Dramamine to pass out because I cannot handle small airplanes. Like I get crazy sick. I can't read and drive. Well, obviously I can't read and drive. I can't be in a car and read. I'll get super sick. So I get motion sickness. It's a well-known fact to people that know me. So yeah, but it's been really, really bad. Tonight, I don't plan on cooking. I probably should, and I might go to Publix later to make something to put in a crock pot. I'm not really sure yet. I really do want to do some sort of crock pot recipe for tomorrow, like cook it tonight and then have it for lunch tomorrow, because what's going on is while I was gone, Tino found a really good method for weight loss that works for him, and I'd like to help him continue that path forward. And what's been happening is Tino and I get home pretty late, and by the time we cook dinner and eat, it's already like an hour before bedtime, which is really bad to eat that right before bed. And so instead of eating right before bed, we essentially snack before bed. So instead of having like a heavy dinner, he'll have like a protein shake or a small sandwich or something small, but not like a complete snack, but also not something too heavy that he's gonna be sleeping on a lot of heavy weight. And he'll actually have his big meal during lunch, mostly because he works out in the afternoon. So he'll have a small breakfast, snacks throughout the day, a bigger lunch, and then a small dinner. And that actually helps him a lot, because then he'll have enough energy to work out in the afternoon, and then he's still eating something before bed, but it's not super heavy, and that's been helping him a lot. I'm like really used to having a heavy meal all day, but at the same time, when I was at the shipyard, we walked a mile in every day and walked a mile out every day with heavy backpacks and our lunch bags and raincoats and jackets, and so we were carrying a lot of stuff on top of walking a lot. So it makes sense that we were eating so heavy to accommodate for all of the energy that we were using up during the day, especially during the installs and all the heavy lifting and working with all that equipment. I mean, it only makes sense, but at the same time, like, my body's still adjusting. Like, sitting all day was really hard for me. Like, I was so uncomfortable sitting all day because I've been so used to like being on my feet and walking around the last 2 weeks that like sitting was so weird. And we all wear pedometers, and I used to get like 10 to 12,000 steps, and like today I got 3,000 steps. Like, that's how crazy bad it is. I'm really sad about it too, because it was really nice to get all of those steps and be, you know, pretty healthy. And yeah, it's just such a change. I'm gonna be honest, I was really sad at work today, like really sad. Like, I had a great schedule and work was fine. I was very busy. I had a lot of stuff to do. I wasn't overwhelmed. You know, it wasn't like killer. I didn't feel like I was bombarded or dying of too much work, but at the same time, like, I felt so sad to be back in a cubicle and not doing like something really cool like I was doing at the shipyard. So, you know, I'm back to the grind, and it's not very entertaining. I don't want to turn into a fat person after all of that like hard work over the last 2 weeks. And I will be honest, if you don't do a cubicle job and then you go to doing a cubicle job, a lot of people tend to gain weight. It's like worse than the freshman 15. It's like the cubicle 20. Hey guys, so I am home. We walked the dogs, just fed them. I'm about to do some laundry and dishes, but I want to show you something really quick. Might help if I unlock the door. Can you see behind me? Fencing. It's not done yet. The gate is not installed yet. There's actually going to be 2 gates, one on each side. But they did that whole left side, the back, and then the right needs to be done, as well as the gate. And that'll be all finished tomorrow. So it's official. We'll have a fence. We didn't want to do this privacy fence because it's a privacy fence and we like our neighbors, and it kind of sucks that we don't get to see them, but per HOA rules, since the person way down there got the 6-foot privacy fence, we can only get this type of fence. So we got locked into this kind of fence, which sucks because now we're like blocked from our neighbors. But we couldn't not get a fence because we have 4 dogs, and our neighbors have dogs, and our neighbors have kids, and it would be really unfortunate for something to happen if our dogs like knocked a kid over. So, oh, anyway, Tino's calling me. Gonna do some laundry and do some dishes. So working out didn't happen. I did load laundry. I did wash dishes. I ate potato chips and now I'm editing. And Tino is watching the Heat game, which is on a commercial right now. Hey, good morning guys. Ooh, I feel like I have something in my eye. It is Monday morning. Today I'm taking the day off to kind of help the hubby bear unpack and stuff because he has been so busy he hadn't had the opportunity to unpack. There is furniture arranged, which we didn't have before, and there are some boxes that are unpacked and the kitchen's unpacked and stuff.